Awesome. John McNally. Hey, where did he go? He just stopped in here. He gave me a Symmetric Minds CD. Hey, John, hang on. Get by that microphone just a second. Symmetric Minds. I don't know who was here when they were here. Uncle Paul was here. Yeah.
Symmetric Minds are all friends of mine, and I'm sure they'll appreciate knowing that their music's going to be on the radio.
They were on the radio one other time.
Yeah,
they were waiting for a recording from me. Tell them that Symmetric Minds is now on the allthingsbill.
I'm going to see them today.
Or
allthingsbill.org.
And Symmetric Minds is on there.
Okay.
Yeah. So
the recording's on allthingsbill.org.
Because they Symmetric Minds call me, but I think they call me from their job at Menards. And
allthingsbill.org.
Yeah, they call me from Menards, I think, or we're Lowe's or wherever they work.
Lowe's, yeah.
Yeah. So then I try to get back to them, and I get the paint department.
Oh, you get the what is that? You know, corporate America. What do you expect?
Thank you, John McNally.
You're welcome. Thanks again, Bill.
Free the Fox. He plays bass and guitar and stuff like that.
Fox is free again.
Fox is free again until they scamper. They scamper like foxes.
They're scampering out of here.
Yeah.
Watch those chickens.
It is. It's 9:07. We're not sure what the temperature is outside. They like to tell you that on the radio.
Oh, we're inside.
We have no idea. And it's 26. Okay, Carl Moronich tells us it's 26. One of our
75 inside.
And Uncle Paul, we like to try to entertain our listeners with new ideas for radio drama and some things that they can relate to. I think we have a new pilot episode today.
Yes, we do.
And based on how the ratings are, how the pilot test audiences respond. Whoa. We'll
What's that?
that was he's trying to move these microphones around. They make noise.
Okay.
Well, today, in our never-ending attempt to bring culture and refinement to, actually, no, that's not. Let's try this one. In an attempt to bring the kind of drama that Midwestern people can relate to, we present the initial installment of low-key theater, radio acting in a style we Illinoisans can understand. Today's episode, The Tornado.
This is Frank Lee on the scene in the town where last night's devastating twister did the most damage. Our eyewitness crew is here in East Podunk, Illinois, and we're going to attempt to interview some of the tornado victims. Here's a man who lost his house. Could I have your name, sir?
I'm Edward Gootschalk. My friends call me Bud or Smitty.
Why would they call you Smitty?
I don't know. I never asked.
Anyway, sir, I believe you live here. Is that right?
Well, I used to. There's nothing left now.
Where were you when the twister hit?
Well, I was already in the basement at my workbench working on shingling a birdhouse. Those are tiny little shingles, and you got to get them just right.
Go on. It must have been terrifying for you.
No, shingling's not that hard once you...
No, I mean the tornado. How did you hear about its approach?
Well, I heard the sirens, and then my wife, Ethel, that's her right over there, she came down and said, tornado's coming. We better get to the southwest corner.
And the two of you rushed there immediately and huddled in the corner with the fear of impending doom?
No, first I had to put away my tools. I got the pegboard with the outline so I know where each tool goes, and I had to put the lids back on my baby food jars and put those back on the shelf I made. Well, I hope that's okay. I'll have to check that after we're finished here.
So you and your wife huddled fearfully in the corner?
No, actually, we sat at an old card table we have down there. We got a new one about 2, maybe 3 years ago. So we just put the old one down here. We sat and played gin rummy for a while until it was all over. She owes me 65 cents. We play penny a point. Usually I can take her for more, but we didn't spend a lot of time down there. Once we heard the all clear, we came up and found that all that was left of the place was the mailbox.
Well, you must have been devastated.
Oh, not really. It was all insured, and I was actually thinking about remodeling anyway. Guess I'll have to now. I should probably check the mail since I'm out here. Bills. Circular. Coupons for the Dairy Queen. Looks like I'll need those now. Wait, what's this?
That's from the Illinois State Lottery, Mr. Gootschalk.
Read that for me, will you? My reading glasses are probably in Indiana by now.
You've won $1 million.
Well, that's some deal, huh? I guess I can replace those glasses right away.
That's not all. You can rebuild. You can build a mansion.
Oh, I wouldn't build a mansion in this town. I'll replace the house with the insurance money.
Sir, I must say, I thought you'd be more excited. I'm real happy.
I wouldn't want you to think I'm not happy. I'm real happy. But I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't tell Ethel about this right away.
Okay, well, thank you, Mr. Goodchock.
Call me Bud.
Thank you, Bud, for your eyewitness account.
Well, I didn't actually see it.
Of the tornado here in East Podunk. We now return to our studios.
That concludes this week's episode of Low Key Theater. Tune in next week when we hear Uncle Fred say,
"Think it'll rain?"
And that's next week on Low Key Theater, trying to create radio drama that people can relate to.
Midwestern people.
Yeah, oh yeah. You won't see Hollywood studios making things like that.
You're not going to see screaming and people cussing loud in Italian around here, no.
Well, yeah, you very rarely see that anyway. Let's take just a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll have another. We're doing our pilots first this week. We have another pilot we'd like to run by the listening audience, and big thank you to our Kankakee Radio players, John Stewart, Carl Moronich, Allison Beasley, Not Really, and the studio audience giving them a hand. We'll be right back.
You can't touch this.
I stepped on your line.
Can't touch this.
No.
You can't touch this. Can't touch this.